What's up, guys? Welcome to another speed build. For today's video, we are over in Copperdale and I am building a little bakery that has an upstairs apartment. And I am so excited to go through this with you guys today because I think it turned out so cute. When I was playtesting it, I was having so much fun. And of course, I hope you guys enjoy it as well. If you do find this video or build enjoyable in any way, then please leave a like on this video. It lets me know that you enjoy videos like this and you would like to see more small businesses, as well as help the algorithm push this video to other simmers just like you and me. And also subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys that, not only takes the time to watch my videos, but also interact with me down in the comments below. I absolutely love reading your comments. And yeah, so with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's build. So as I was saying, this is a bakery that has an upstairs apartment, and I did in fact furnish this for a particular family. I mean, no family that you know. It's no like famous Sims family or anything like that. I was just thinking that this actually is owned by an aunt that is raising her niece. And her niece still has her parents. She did not lose her parents, but her parents actually moved out of the country. They currently reside in Tartosa for work, and they did not want to take their daughter away from the town that she grew up in and her high school. And so they kindly asked their sister/sister-in-law if their daughter could move in with her. And of course, the loving aunt that she is, she has no kids herself, and she absolutely loves her niece. She kind of looks at her niece as her child. Her child that does not live with her and is not biologically hers. But she just always knew she never really wanted kids, but she loves her niece to death. So her niece actually moved in with her recently, and it was perfect because she did have an extra bedroom upstairs. And so I ended up furnishing this for an aunt that is raising her niece. And I thought that was such a fun storyline. Like, usually I'm like, okay, this is a single mom, right? No, that is like so boring and unoriginal, and I wanted to be different this time. So I figured it was a good idea to have an aunt that is raising her niece. And I was trying to think of a storyline that wasn't like super sad, like her niece lost her parents or something like that. No, I don't want that. Her niece still very much has her parents, like I was saying, but they just live in another country. They live in Tartosa. And of course, their daughter would have loved to move to Tartosa, but the thought of leaving her school behind and her friends was just too much to bear. And so, yeah, she just, decided to move in with her aunt instead. And she's so happy that she did because she absolutely loves it here. Her aunt gives her some extra money if she works down in the bakery with her, but of course it's not expected in any way. It's just if she wants some extra money, then she can help out in the bakery. And she absolutely loves the fact that her aunt owns this bakery because this is like one of the hot spots in town for high schoolers once they get out of school. Like, they always stop by this little bakery and order a coffee and get a cupcake or a little slice of cake or whatever it is and just hang out. I almost put the boba stall in here, or like the little like booth where you can order like a boba, but it's a bakery, right? And the stall that I ended up using actually comes, you can order coffee as well as a dessert. And the boba stall was not like that. The boba stall, you could order a boba tea as well as like a hot dog or a corn dog and like some chicken sliders. Whatever comes with the Copperdale pack or the high school years pack is what you can order in that stall. And I felt like that didn't make a whole lot of sense. And so what I ended up doing is using the new stall that came in Businesses and Hobbies. That one, you can order tea and some baked goods. So I thought that was perfect. Now, I mean, I was very sad though that I could not put a boba stall in here because I just love the way that boba teas look. I think they're so cute, and since this is in Copperdale, I figured boba would make sense. That's like really big for high schoolers, and that's kind of like one of the big points of the high school years pack, but I did not think ordering corn dogs was what you'd order in a bakery. It just didn't make sense at all. So I ended up just using the one from Businesses and Hobbies, but you can order coffees from theirs and then baked goods. So that just made way more sense. And at the end of the day, they both look very similar. Like, they both look very cute in there. I just really like, you know, the look of the boba teas. They're just super cute, especially in The Sims. And I guess now that I'm thinking, I could have put the ice cream stall in here as well, but that would have looked a little bit weird. Ordering coffee makes so much sense though in a bakery. But I am currently getting the exterior done, and I knew that I wanted to have a backyard to this place since this is also an upstairs apartment. I really wanted a backyard, and I was going to make this backyard private, but what I ended up doing was putting some outdoor seating in the back as well as the front. So the backyard is another place for the customers to go and hang out. There is a balcony right outside of their upstairs apartment, and I figured that could be their little private outside space. But anyways, the backyard actually turns out super, super cute. Like, I put trees back here and pavements, and then the table and the chairs, of course. And I also add like some gardening pots. I was thinking that the aunt really likes to bake with homegrown ingredients. So she has like a raspberry bush, a chocoberry bush, a blueberry bush, whatever she needs to cook with is what is in her garden, and it's like all around the chairs, and so it kind of gives it like a garden vibe, and I think it looks so pretty. At the end of the day though, I did not put any plants in the pots. I figured if you guys download this, you could put your own plants, whatever you wanted in there. Really, honestly, I just didn't feel like adding the plants. That is really the main reason why I didn't add the plants. But it also is just a lot more fun for you guys to add whatever you want, right? So if you want a cherry tree, you could add a cherry tree. If you want lemons, you could add lemons. Whatever it is, you could totally add. You can also add like a cow plant and get the cow plant essence to make the cow plant pie. Like, whatever it is you want, you could add back here. So it's pretty perfect. Oh, and by the way, these lights that I just pulled out, how awesome are those? Like, I am trying to figure out a way to use those lights. It shouldn't be too hard. I have some ideas up my sleeve, and I'm so excited to try to build that in The Sims. So yeah, stay tuned for all of the plans that I have with these fairy lights. Like, these fairy lights, building with them in The Sims is so fun. I absolutely love it. And with that being said, I actually may have overdone the fairy lights in this build, if that's even possible. My opinion, it's not possible to overuse fairy lights. I think they are so cute, and like, the more the merrier in my opinion. And so yeah, I put fairy lights absolutely everywhere in this build. Hopefully you guys don't think I overdid it, but I just have them surrounding all of the outside, and I also have like a lot of lights on the inside too. Like, this is such a cute bakery. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoy as many fairy lights as I do. As you can see, I'm starting to add them in like the trees, and I'm attaching them from the trees to the building, and then I have some surrounding the fence in the backyard. Just really anywhere that you can imagine, I have fairy lights. It just looks so pretty at night. I also have a whole bunch on the inside too, so yeah, hopefully you guys don't think it's too much. If you download this and it's too much fairy lights for you, you could delete them, no problem. But I think that's like one of the best parts of the build, is the fact that I put fairy lights everywhere. I think that's just so cute. I mean, look at it at night here, guys. Isn't that the cutest thing? And I'm not even done yet. Like, I'm still having to add more fairy lights. So you can just imagine at the end of the day, when this is all said and done, how cute it's going to look. Okay, enough about the fairy lights. I could obviously talk about them nonstop and repeat the same thing over and over again, but I'm going to stop myself here. Here in just a moment, we are actually going to come across a transition, and then we are going to be inside. And I am sad to say that I had to cut out a pretty large portion of me trying to do the floor plan, because this is such a long video anyways, and I didn't want to speed it up too much, because then it's like I don't know, it kind of drives your eyes crazy, I feel like. At least it drives my eyes crazy. And so I had to cut out a large portion of the interior, but I still am going to be decorating everything. You guys are going to see me decorate everything. It's really just the floor plan. You guys really didn't miss anything. What I have down here is the inside area, obviously, and I have like the little stand there. It's not gonna stay there. I'm just kind of play testing it to see how it works. And I also have like bakery displays everywhere. And before I uploaded this on the gallery, I had my sim here bake a whole bunch of stuff and put it in the display cases. And so when you download this bakery, it is ready to play. Like, you don't have to sit there and bake and bake and bake and bake. You could just literally open up and it's ready. And so that's super, super fun. And I also put a little area over there up on a platform with some stairs up to the display cases. And then there are some tables and chairs right in front of the display cases. And I think this area turned out so cute. And you might be thinking like, that is like really close. Can Sims even get over there? Yes. I was so happy to see that they can in fact get to the display cases behind those tables and chairs, and it's perfect. And actually, I didn't realize this, but Sims will actually buy something out of the display case and eat it there. Like, they don't even have to order anything at the stand where you can order coffees. No, they don't have to do that. They can just buy it out of the stand and then take it out of their inventory and eat it right there. Like, it's so awesome. This pack that recently came out, guys, Businesses and Hobbies, is so fun. And as you can see there, I have a little, I already opened a bakery just so that I could play test it as I'm building to make sure I don't have to go back and change a whole bunch of stuff, because that is never fun. And so I named my bakery Bella's Bakery. I thought that was cute. My Sim's name's not even Bella, but I was thinking of Bella Goth. I don't know. I thought it made sense. Bella starts with a B, bakery starts with a B, so it kind of makes sense. But I also wanted to tell you guys the best choices to pick for the business for it to run as good as possible. At least in my opinion, these are the options that I chose to play test, and it worked flawlessly. Like, it was almost too perfect. I was waiting for something to go wrong, but nothing ever did, so it's just awesome. So I chose browse and buy items, stay near household sims. So I mean, if you have any kids and parents together, then the kids will stay near the household sims. And I think that also goes with like husbands and wives, or friends if they live together, mother and father, even if they're like elderly parents. It's whatever. If they live together, they stay near each other. I thought that made sense. And then I also chose drink coffee, and then I chose eat. And if you choose eat and you have this area open that has the fridge right here, then they are going to go in the fridge. So what I ended up doing was choosing this kitchen area as household only, which honestly made sense to me anyways, because I was kind of thinking that this is the upstairs apartment's kitchen. There is no kitchen upstairs. So this is the kitchen that they use for their household needs, as well as where the aunt bakes her baked goods for the bakery. And then the table and chairs inside where the kitchen is, that is their personal dining table. That is where they eat when they have to make their meals. And I actually really enjoy the way that this setup is. I love the thought that this is their private kitchen, and they also bake here. I don't know why that seems so fun to me, but it does. But the bathroom downstairs, as well as that hallway right outside of the kitchen, those are both public spaces. And so your Sims can go straight from the inside all the way out to the backyard if they're just customers. And so, yeah, I mean, I really liked the layout of this. I tried really hard on the layout. This is such a small house / bakery / apartment combo that it was kind of hard to do a floor plan. But honestly, yeah, I mean, this one just came out really, really good. And I like the storyline with it as well. And it's just so fun to play in. I definitely recommend you guys playing in this bakery. If this is kind of up your alley and you're really into bakeries and stuff, definitely give this a try. It's so fun to play in. And it's so cute at the end of the day. Like, it is so stinking cute. This is nothing compared to how it looks when it's completely done. But yeah, so here is the boba stand. I do change this. This is not going to stay as a boba stand. This is going to change to the coffee stand, coffee/baked goods stand. But I did put the boba back, like the bar back thing for the boba stand. And both the swatches that I chose, it's from 2 different packs, but I was really happy to see that these swatches matched perfectly. Like, that doesn't happen every day. I almost kept this display case back here, but I don't like the fact that it's behind the counter and the customers are going to have to go behind the counter to look and buy the cakes and other baked goods. I really didn't like that, so I ended up putting the bar back there instead. I thought it made a lot more sense. And plus, you have 2 display cases over on the area that's on the platform in front of the tables and chairs. And you can fit so many items in there, guys. Like, more than I thought you would be able to fit. And so that was a really nice surprise. And also, on top of this boba stand, which will turn into the coffee stand, but right now it's still the boba stand, I actually put in like a little display thing of like pastries and stuff. And no, your Sims can't buy pastries out of there, obviously. I think that's from one of the older packs, like Get Together or Get to Work or something. But it's kind of a cute decoration. And then in front of that, I chose a tip jar that is from one of the packs or one of the kits. And I absolutely love the idea of having a tip jar there. The tip jar is not functional, obviously, but it's kind of just for decoration. I thought it was super cute. And this is the boba bar back. You guys know what I'm trying to say. And I thought it was super, super cute. I put some fairy lights here behind it, and I also put some pictures here, and I chose the pictures from Tiny Living, and it has these cupcakes, and that was obviously perfect. Okay, so I did in fact already change the boba stand to the coffee stand, and as you can see, the boba bar back as well as the coffee stand, yeah, they match perfectly, don't they? I love when that happens. That does not happen every day. But yeah, so I am starting to add different miscellaneous decorations inside of our bakery, and really whatever I found in the catalog that I liked, I kind of just pulled out and placed in random locations. And this bakery, guys, ends up being so decorated. And when I first started building this, I was really aiming to only using the high school years pack as well as businesses and hobbies, and then obviously base game. But the more that I started building, the more I realized how hard that would be. And it still looked really cute. So I'm sorry to say that this is not a limited pack build by any means. This is like, I went crazy with the packs, guys. But it did turn out so cute at the end of the day. Any packs that you don't have, the items just won't be there. And the main items that I use, like the bread and butter of the bakery, if you will. I thought I added the coffee bar already. Now the coffee bar is here. But anyways, the main items that you need to run the bakery is from high school years as well as businesses and hobbies. So all of the extra decorations, those are from other packs. And you really don't need the decorations to run this bakery at the end of the day. So really, you'll just be missing some decorations. And I place so many decorations everywhere that you probably won't really miss it if it is gone. But yeah, so I figured I'd let you guys know before you go try to download this that this is not limited packs whatsoever. But it's still cute though. That's for sure. I've come to realize that I really enjoy using all the packs in my builds because there's so many items that you can intertwine with each other that looks so good. So it's so fun to try and use different packs and pair different items together from different packs. I love doing it. I want to say that Love Struck is another pack that I used a lot, but I can't quite remember. I do know that I do love Love Struck. I love a lot of items in there. And yeah, so keep that in mind if you do go and download this pack. But with that being said, and you do want to download this, it is available over on the gallery. My gallery name is just like my YouTube name, The Clumsy Simmer, no spaces, nothing like that. We are over on the other side now and starting to add some tabletop decorations and of course more fairy lights. You can never have enough of those. But as far as the color scheme goes for this bakery, I really wanted to keep it pink and white for the most part, with like light wood colors everywhere and different accents of blue. And at the end of the day, I really stuck with those colors. I really didn't stray from those colors if I could help it. I do have some other colors here and there, but for the most part, it's really just the white, the pink, the blues, and then the light wood colors. And I absolutely love these light wood colors in The Sims. I love the light wood. I don't know why. It just brightens up an area and it looks so pretty and so like clean and classy. I don't know, it's just so good. But as far as the decorations on top of the tables go, I just added a candle from the Comfy Gamer kit, which is the best kit in the game, no doubt about that. I think everyone has the same opinion, to be honest. And then I placed just a singular rose right next to it. I thought that was a really pretty simple combination to have on top of the tables. And of course, those are probably fake roses, or else they would die too quickly, and Aunt Bella does not have the time for that. Her garden is just for fruits, maybe a vegetable like carrots because she does carrot cakes too, but no time for roses. Those are fake roses. But those candles are so cute. I love those candles. And I chose different swatches for each table. I did like one with like the cookies in there. I did one with like the heart-shaped cookie. Of course, the chocolate chip cookies. And then the other one that I did, I think I did the coffee swatch, like the latte with the little decoration on top. I love those candles. I think every single swatch is so adorable. So it was hard to choose exactly which swatches I wanted, but I chose the ones that made the most sense for a bakery, which would be cookies and then the coffee, of course, because she sells coffee here as well. But on a different note, I am currently trying to figure out how I want to decorate this area behind the cake stands, and I almost put those like, not corkboard things, but some sort of like wall display that is in the Comfy Gamer kit. I almost added that with like the shelves that you can pop in there, but I decided to put that in the apartment upstairs because I came across this like menu board that has coffees and desserts on there, so that was like perfect. And then behind that, I actually found these like sparkly sort of lights. They're not like fairy lights. Right now I have fairy lights on there kind of surrounding the whole thing, but I end up adding some other lights behind the menu and it just kind of brightens up the menu and it adds some extra like sparkling lights behind it and ends up looking so cute. And I thought that was a little bit more, I don't know, it was a better idea to put the menu there instead of like the cork board with the shelves and stuff. That kind of didn't make any sense. I was just trying to figure out what to put behind there. And so yeah, I ended up putting this menu, I can't remember exactly where that's from. I think it's from Get Together if I'm not mistaken. And I love this menu. It's one of my favorites in the game. I think it's so cute how it's like on a chalkboard and you write on there with chalk what exactly you're selling in your bakery or store or restaurant, whatever it is you're building. And I mean, you don't actually physically write on there, but that's kind of the idea I had in my mind. And then those lights behind it are from Lovestruck, I believe. And I don't know exactly what they're supposed to be, but it's so cute. And then that rainbow right there, I do end up moving that into the bathroom. And I love that rainbow. I think it's super cute. I think that's from Lovestruck as well. I think a lot of the decorations I chose are from Lovestruck. Like I was saying, I do love the Lovestruck pack. I think their items are so stinking cute. And a lot of the items have kind of like a romantic, cutesy vibe to it, which is perfect for this bakery. It's very pink and white on the inside, like I was saying. And so anything that has to do with love kind of just makes sense in here. And actually, while we are on the subject of love, I feel like this would be the perfect place for like the high school students from Copperdale to come and have like a first date or something after school. That just seems so cute to me and perfect for like this little bakery. You could bring your little boyfriend or girlfriend over here and buy them a coffee and maybe a cupcake, and y'all can just sit and hang out. I think that sounds so cute and convenient. And honestly, when I play the actual game, I am constantly trying to find places that you can have dates and stuff. I feel like date areas are lacking a lot in the game, and so you're kind of depending on things you find off of the gallery to download, and then that's kind of areas that you can go on a date or first date or whatever. At least that's my opinion. I'm always constantly trying to find places that are good for dates. You guys might have a different opinion, but I feel like that is kind of a common opinion to have, or at least a common problem. I don't know if problem's the right word, but not being able to find a good place for a first date other than a park, yeah, that could be a problem. And then restaurants as well is like good for first dates and stuff, but we all know that restaurants don't work like they're supposed to, so it's harder to have dates at restaurants for that reason. So it's honestly not worth having a date at a restaurant. I would much rather have my Sims just stay home and have a date at home once again. That's like my go-to though for my Sims. If I want them to go on a date, I typically just have them stay at home. Yeah, but that gets really boring and really repetitive, and that's probably why I find the actual gameplay to be a little bit boring. However, there's been a lot of good packs coming out, so I really need to take some time and just sit down and actually play the game. I know I say that a lot in my speed builds. I say that so often, especially when I'm building something that looks like really cute, like this bakery. I always say that I need to just sit down and play the game, but I have yet to do it. But yeah, I still need to, because all of the new packs, Life and Death, Businesses and Hobbies, Love Struck even, I mean, Growing Together, I feel like it's all adding up to be a really fun game. The only thing that I'm truly missing are cars. Like, the Sims team, you guys need to get on that, okay? We don't have all the time in the world or anything like that, but I will stop myself there. I will save you guys from listening to my rant about cars once again. This isn't the first time I'm bringing it up, so I'll just end it on that note, which is perfect timing because we are finally finishing up the inside of like the bakery cafe area, and we are heading over to this hallway and this bathroom. I almost cut out the bathroom. I felt like it's a bathroom, but I ended up keeping it in so that I can explain a few things. So we have these pink counters, which I feel like are perfect for this bakery. And I had a little bit of a hard time figuring out which mirror I wanted to use, and I ended up going with these mirrors. I believe they're from like the vintage glamour stuff pack or something like that. We've had these mirrors for quite a while, but I can never find a good way to use them. But then I found this pink swatch, and it was almost too perfect not to use. And then I found this pink toilet from Snowy Escape. Pretty much anything pink, I'm pretty much pulling out. However, that toilet, I end up having to scoot it over closer to the counters, which are not ideal, but I do have a changing table there for like infants, and I believe you can have toddlers get changed there as well. I add that. I feel like that's such a cute touch and a very realistic touch as well. And I came across a problem when I was playtesting. So for some reason, your sim could not use the toilet because of the changing table. I don't know, it was weird. I feel like there's more than enough space there, but yeah, there was a problem. So I had to move the toilet over closer to the counter, and then the changing table also is in the way of the door, which I don't know why that's a problem, but it is. And so I have to not only move the toilet over, but I also had to move the changing table over. And I'm telling you guys this because I had to do it once I was playtesting after I stopped recording and all of that. So you guys aren't seeing the finished outcome of the bathroom, but it pretty much stays the same other than a slight rearranging. And then That rainbow that I had earlier in the build out in the cafe area, I ended up moving it to the bathroom above the changing table. And I thought that was like the perfect decoration to put above the changing table. Like, it was so cute and it brought the whole bathroom together. And honestly, I thought the bathroom turned out super cute. I mean, I probably use the word cute too much, guys, but that's like the best word that I have to describe this. It is very cutesy, it's very girly, very pink, very white. It's cute, right? But we are over into the kitchen and adding some decorations here in the kitchen, and I have that family recipe cookbook that came in the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack, and I absolutely love that they added that. I think it's such a good idea, and I played around with it very briefly, and I mean, it seems like it's fun, but I thought I came across a problem, but it was just the user error. It was me. I was trying to make a family recipe and I thought that I already seen my sim making it, but I guess I didn't, and I don't know, I was just confusing myself. But it ends out, it works fine. It really was just me. I am not the brightest sometimes. But yeah, I do really enjoy that feature, especially for those of us that enjoy legacy challenges. I think it'd be so much fun for like your starter sim to come across or to come up with a few different recipes, and then it carries on through the generations. That just sounds so fun to me, and realistic too. I think a lot of families have family recipes. I know my family does. I don't have it in like a cookbook. I have them in my brain, but they're still there, right? And so yeah, that's just a really realistic touch. I feel like that would have been a better feature in Growing Together though, but whatever. I guess better late than never. Other than that, oh, another thing about the family recipes. I just wish that it came, I don't know. So let me explain what I did first. I made a family recipe and I did like the chocolate bomb cupcakes or whatever. And then I put a secret ingredient in there and it was a cherry. And so you can rename it, and I renamed it as cherry chocolate bombs or cherry chocolate cupcakes or something like that. And it looks exactly like the original recipe did. So I wish that they could have added it to where it looked a little bit different or something and not exactly the same. I know that the more you progress with the family recipes, it can have different like moodlet effects, so that's cool, but I really would have liked to have seen like little like red dots in there if you add a cherry or something. I know that would have been really hard to add, so I see why they didn't, but it would have been a really nice extra feature. But other than the family cookbook, I also added like a microwave in there and other cookbooks on top of the microwave, and then I put a flower on top of the cookbooks. I like to do that for some reason. I feel like it adds a little bit of a realistic touch and it adds a little bit more decoration on top of the cookbooks. I love putting things on top of my microwaves, by the way. I don't know why I love to do that in The Sims so much, but I do. I think it just looks super, super cute. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the kitchen. I did add some cutting boards and a bouquet of flowers, and also I added that little like toaster alarm clock in there. I thought that was perfect for the kitchen. I don't know why, but well, it's a toaster, that's why, but it was just super cute, so I added it. We are now upstairs finally, inside of the apartment. We are officially done downstairs. Everything you've seen downstairs stays the way it is. I think it turned out so cute. I really hope you guys do as well. You've seen downstairs that bathroom, but I did cut out the upstairs bathroom. I felt like, I mean, you see it right there, it's a bathroom. I have a shower in there. I just used that standalone shower, and then I used a divider from Discovery University to act as like a shower stall. And then I have the toilet, and I have the sink, and some pictures on the wall, and I also have a stool by a plant in there. I don't know why. I just thought it was kind of cute, and then I just kind of figured, you know, your sim could sit there after they take a shower because they're tired. I don't know, they could rest their leg on there while they're shaving, whatever. It really was just kind of cute, and so I added it there. And something else that I added off of the balcony that's there is a little trellis ladder that your teen can use to sneak out and climb down the trellis. I thought that was so perfect because this is in Copperdale and there's a teenager that lives here. I love adding that little storytelling purpose of the teenager using that to sneak out. It is very dangerous, but it's kind of fun at the same time. You know what would have been a really good feature that they should have added? Now, this could be in the game, but I don't know because I don't play. You know how you can die from falling from heights when you're wall climbing in Snowy Escape? They so should have added that you could die falling off the ladder. That would be so perfect. That's kind of a missed opportunity. But you know what? It is, it's The Sims. There's a lot of missed opportunities. I mean, I take that back. The Sims is a really fun game. I wouldn't be playing it if it wasn't, but there are some opportunities that, they could have done something when they didn't. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Down in the comments below, tell me if you can in fact die from climbing up or down a ladder. I would be really surprised because I really don't think that is a feature, but yeah, let me know down below because that would be so awesome. And I'm all about being realistic here in The Sims, and that would be a really realistic touch. And it's kind of sad if a teen did die doing that, but it's real. That can happen in real life, so I would like it in The Sims as well. But enough talking about Sims falling off ladders and dying. We are decorating the living room, and the furniture that I put in here, they're actually from the high school years pack, and that little egg chair that you see right there with the fairy lights around it, how cute is that? I absolutely love that chair. That is probably my favorite chair in the game, hands down. It's so cute. And then I use the matching love seat with it, and also the coffee tables. All of those items are from the high school years pack. And then I also used a lot of items that are from the Comfy Gamer kit, like the pictures there and the little controllers for the gaming system, and yeah, I love that pack. And the actual gaming system that is there is actually from base game. We received that in one of the recent quests. I think it was the one during the holidays, and I'm so happy that they have this in the base game now. I love having the game systems, and I actually included that down in one of the cubby holes. I thought that was perfect, and then I just put some flowers here on top as decoration. And yeah, isn't that little octopus that's there? Isn't that so cute? That's from Nifty Knitting. But now that I was looking at the octopus that I put in the little cubby hole, I realized I did forget to delete the game system that I put there just as like a little placeholder so I could freely place other items in the other cubby holes. So if you download this, you might want to delete that second gaming system, but yeah, it's kind of covering up the octopus, and the octopus is so cute. It's purple. I love that. And then I put some of the rugs down from Nifty Knitting, and then I put a tapestry up on the wall with fairy lights. Fairy lights absolutely everywhere, like I was saying. It's not only outside, but the fairy lights are everywhere inside as well. I put them on top of each of the little blinds that I have over the windows. I have some on the walls. I have some over the tapestry. They're everywhere. But like I said earlier, you can never have too many fairy lights. We are done with the living room. I don't think I add anything else, maybe some bits and pieces. But we are over into the aunt's bedroom now. And Aunt Bella, she doesn't have any significant other or anything like that, but she is such a hopeless romantic. She is always thinking of her true love, her soulmate that she has yet to find yet. Maybe one day a handsome guy will come walking in her bakery and sweep her off her feet. But yeah, she is a hopeless romantic, and really the only thing she really enjoys doing is baking and running her bakery and then spending time with her family, whether it be her niece or her sister, her brother-in-law, whoever it is. Her bakery and her family, those are her two main priorities. She really doesn't have much time to dedicate to any other hobby or anything like that. The only other thing she misses in her life is a partner to share it with. So if you download this and you like the storyline, then totally, keep in mind that Aunt Bella really wants to find love, and maybe you can find that for her. But yeah, since she's a hopeless romantic, I did think that little side table that's shaped like a heart was so perfect to put in here. And actually, this is the first time that I am using that little heart-shaped side table. And I don't know why, I think it's so stinking cute. How adorable is that? I think I just can't find a good reason to use it other than now. I mean, it's a cute bakery and she's a hopeless romantic, so I thought that was so perfect. And then on top of the little side table, I did add a little plant, I added a little radio, and then I added a little candle that has, I can't remember which swatch I used, but it's the same one that I used downstairs on the tables. That's what I used there. I think it's the one with the 3 chocolate chip cookies again, or the cereal, maybe the donut, I can't quite remember, but I also pulled out some little poofs and I put that there instead. I sized one down, so that little one might not be fully functional. Your sim will probably sit there, but they'll just be floating. But I thought it was cute, and there was just some space there that needed to be used up, so I ended up putting some poofs there. And then behind her bed, I ended up pulling out those boards that are from the Comfy Gamer Kit that I almost put downstairs, but I ended up putting the menu there instead. I figured it was so perfect to put behind her bed, and then I put some shelves on there, and then I put some decorations on the shelves, and I think that turned out so good. We are now over into her niece's room, and I really wasn't sure what the color scheme that I wanted to go with was, but I ended up going with like green and yellow with some like purples, pinks, and blues mixed in, and it's just a very colorful room, but I think it turned out so cute. So her niece is actually really into art and painting and drawing and all of that, and so I ended up putting an easel in here and a little like side table next to the easel that has painting supplies and other stuff like that. And I also put a lot of drawings around her room. Since she's really artsy and stuff, I figured it was perfect to put different like paintings or drawings on the walls. And I pulled out this little heart-shaped stuffed animal. How cute is that? I know I say cute so much, guys. I might sound like a broken record, but tell me that's not the most adorable thing you've ever seen. And I love how the little band-aid is there and it has like little hearts on there, and it's just so adorable. I love it, and it's perfect for teenagers' rooms, honestly. And then of course I had to pull out the little sticker set. I don't know exactly what that is. Is that like a real thing? It almost looks like a Polaroid camera, and then like those are like pictures that they're developing, but I guess it's like a sticker thing, and it has different My Sims on there. So yeah, I don't know exactly what that is. But yeah, here I am pulling out different posters, different drawings, different paintings. I did pull out some paintings that I put above her computer desk, and one of them has like it looks like a teen boy that's drawn on there. So my thoughts on that was, this is the teen girl's boyfriend and she drew him. I thought that was kind of a cute little idea. And her boyfriend is actually one of the main reasons why she didn't want to move to Tartosa and she wanted to stay here in Copperdale with her aunt. She not only wanted to continue going to the school that she's been going to for her whole high school career, but she has friends and she has a boyfriend that she is head over heels with that she did not want to leave whatsoever. They have plans on, you know, possibly getting engaged and getting married when they get out of high school. I mean, her aunt doesn't love that idea, but that is their plan. They should go to college or university first, but teens will be teens, and you know how teens like to dream about their future. At least I did when I was a teen. I feel like that's most teens. But anyways, I am now adding some different decorations here on her dresser. So this is a dresser that she changes at. Like, that's a functional dresser. It's not just a storage unit. That is actually from Eco Lifestyle, and I forget that that dresser even exists. You have to put in a cheat code to get to that dresser. It's just show hidden objects, I believe. And so yeah, there's a bunch of different colors, but I chose this one because it matched with her room the best. And it has these little like slots that you can add different decorations in. A lot of the time they won't just clip on there though. You do have to pull out a shelf and do a little bit of finessing to get some decorations on there, but it's worth it at the end of the day. It's better than having blank slate there. Like, I hate that. I like having decorations if there's like a little cubby hole. I put a plant in there, I put a radio in there, and then I put some art supplies in there. And as far as these curtains go here, guys, I had a really hard time figuring out which curtains I wanted to put there. A lot of the ones that I tried just did not look very good. Like, it looked kind of weird. And so I ended up just going with these high school years ones that I have in all of the other areas in this build. But I love those curtains, and honestly, it looked really good in this build. But we are now just adding different decorations on the walls. I wanted her room to look really artsy and really filled up. I also have some of these like old album discs or whatever they're called. Oh, records. That's what they're called. Sorry guys, that was before my time, okay? I'm not that old. I know CDs and CD players. That is the generation I grew up in, the early 2000s, but yeah. The records were long gone by the time I came around, but I did really like the idea of her getting some of those either from her parents or from her aunt, someone that grew up through that generation and has some old records that they don't use anymore, and she doodled on them, she painted them, and she hung them up on her walls, and she just has a really kind of eclectic room, and I think it turned out super cute. It kind of speaks her personality though, like that's how she is. She's just really artsy and she likes stuff everywhere. She is not minimalistic whatsoever. Let's just put it that way. But we did get the balcony done already. The balcony came together very, very quickly. I just put some couches out there with a coffee table, and I think I added a radio. I can't quite remember if I did or not, but I did add a telescope. It's just an outside area that they like to go out and hang out away from all of the customers. And we are now outside finishing up the back patio, and like I said, I did put gardening pots everywhere that you can add your fruits in or vegetables, and then there's some seating out here, and of course the fairy lights. Other than that, we are done with the build, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, if you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. I really hope you guys have an amazing day or night wherever you are in the world, and an amazing weekend, and I will see you all in the next video very soon. Bye guys!